Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and once again, welcome to the Red Zone. This is Jim Seiler along with Bill Murphy bringing you tonight's JV game with the Fairview Apaches here in the Red Zone against our JV girls. Fairview I saw play night before last, and they're solid. They are very good. They got a couple starters on the JVs that are not there tonight. I think they're putting them up on the varsity for the evening. Starting lineups for Fairview, their starters are number 3, Mackenzie Hartz. She's a freshman at 5'5". Number 4, Carrie Zedike. She's a freshman at 5'4". Number 13, Allison Rhodes, freshman at 5'10", tallest girl they have in the program. Number 14, Zoe Apple. She's a freshman at 5'7". And number 22, Paige Rasika. She's a freshman at 5'8". For Hicksville, the starters are number 2, Jade Sigmund, a freshman. Excuse me, she's a sophomore. Number 3, Leah Seitz. She's a freshman. Number 4, McKeegan Bailey. She's a freshman. Number 5, Sydney Bland. She's a sophomore. And number 2, 22, Lindsay Bergman, a freshman. Lindsay is
she's got taller. She's from a basketball family.
Yes, no kidding. Yes, she's still growing too.
Yeah. So her sisters, her older sisters, were the twin towers of the Lady Aces for several years. So
yep.
And as you were mentioning, Jim, 2 sophomores, the rest freshmen, and that's kind of indicative of the Lady Aces, both on the JV and the varsity level this year. Very young team.
Right. So Fairview comes up with the tip of the ball. Number 22 with it. Gives it up to Carrie Zedike. Number 3 is Hartz. She takes a shot from outside and retrieves the ball, flips it back in. Number 13 is Allison Rhodes. She's a nice player. She had 17 the night before last in the JV game when they played Archibald that night.
And it doesn't take long for them to draw the foul underneath the bucket and go to the line of number 22, picking up her first personal for the Lady Aces, Miss Bergman.
Allison's first one is good. Second one also good. They are a good free throw shooting team.
Pretty good with the full court pressure too, Jim.
Oh, yes. Yeah, their forte is their quickness. They are quick. There's Seitz with the ball. Gives the ball up to Bland. Bland's over Bailey. Shot by Bergman is partially blocked, and we have a jump ball. Bland ties up Apple. Zoe Apple. So it's Bailey to inbound it. Tries to get it in. Holding the ball. And it was knocked away by Carrie Zedike. Ball comes in. Zedike fighting for it, and I think she's going to get called for a push. Oh, it's 22 who gets the foul.
So that's 2 quick ones on Lindsay Bergman.
No kidding.
Which is not what you want to have happen with under a minute gone in the, less than a minute in the first quarter, and you have to put one of your starters on the bench.
Yep. As Allison puts up a shot, and it's off the rim, rebounded by Rasika. Pass down to Allison Rhodes, and she gets the bucket. Fairview putting on full court press. We're going to have a timeout called.
Yep, they need to talk with the girls about how to get the balls in, get the ball inbounds.
Yes.
And as you mentioned, Rhodes at 5'10". Lost my train of thought for a minute. Rhodes at 5'10" is got about 3 inches on the next tallest player on the floor. So she is going to be one who's going to be able to stake out that spot underneath the hoop and maybe really clean up on rebounds, not just in this game, but throughout the season.
And with her, she's got an awful lot of talent.
Yep.
She's really smooth.
Yeah, she has a really good putback shot. Yes. We just saw.
Yeah, so. She's got it under control. Ball comes in, and it's off Hicksville. It will be a Fairview ball out of bounds. Carrie Zedike to inbound it. Out to Hartz. Back to Zedike. Looking, gives to Hartz. Ball goes into Rasika. Nice check off. She had her girl pinned on her hip and got an easy bunny. Bland gets the ball up to Bailey. Bailey in the corner. Seigman makes a bad pass, and Fairview comes up with it. Zedike drives in the lane, puts up the shot. It's off the rim. She tries to save it and steps on the line, and it's going to be out of bounds to the Aces. Bland inbounds it to Seitz, and it's stolen away, and it's off Rasika. So Hicksville again will inbound the ball. Gets the ball in to Bailey. Gets it across to Bland. Bland up the floor. Gets across 10-second line, being harassed by Zedike.
It'll be a jump ball as she dribbled it off her foot. And the Fairview players do not waste much time. If they see a loose ball, they're
going to get after it.
They go towards the ball no matter what.
Yeah. Yep, they get after it. Zedike gets the ball down low to Apple. Goes back to Zedike, back inside to Allison Rhodes, and she's fouled on the shot, going back to the line again.
It's going to be on Aces number 4.
Bailey.
And it'll be her first and team foul number 3 for Hicksville.
Nope. Not that time. Try again. Bergman back in the ball game.
Yep.
Tori Perna also into the game. And missed the second one too. Seitz had the ball, bounced it off Hart's leg, and it'll be Hicksville ball. That's Allison Seitz. Bergman trying to get it in. Finally does to Leah Seitz. Is it to Bergman? Bergman across 10-second line. This is one thing I'm telling you. Their father made those girls dribble the basketball. And Jackson on the varsity, boys, he's just as darn good, and he's 6'6". That was a 2-pointer by Hart.
And she knocks the ball out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Lady Aces.
Bergman will trigger the inbound. Throw it, there you go. Gets it down the floor. Bailey has it. Over to Seitz.
Actually, I just been told, that's a typo on the thing. No, they have her down as number 9, but she should be number 24.
Yes.
Raina Mazur.
Perna has the ball taken away from her by Carrie Zedike. Down the floor. Nice pass.
Oh.
Nice lay-in. Allison Rhodes with 6 points. Perna traps herself in the corner.
Trying to get some help.
Ball tripped away by Rhodes, and she picks it up. Down to Rasika, right on by Bergman, because Bergman didn't want another foul.
And just like that, the Lady Apaches are on, or the Lady Aces are on the short end of a 12-0 score.
Bailey dribbled the ball. Yes, Alyssa Seitz goes down low and puts up her.
So Mazur's going to get fouled.
Yep.
And
she's going to shoot a pair.
She's going to shoot a couple. Chance for the Aces to get that goose egg off the scoreboard on their half of the.
Half of the board.
Yeah.
First one is no good. Bland comes back in the game for Bailey. And Rhodes comes out. Number 12 in for her is Molly McGuire.
Misses them both. Put back, no good.
Bland's shot is no good.
Going to stay with the Lady Aces.
Alyssa Seitz coming in for Missouri. Bland to inbound it. Gives it into Perna. Perna baseline, puts up a shot. It's no good. Rebound by Bland.
There we go.
She gets the 2. Zedike quickly down floor, gives the ball to Hartz. Cross court, we go to McGuire. We have 3 seconds in the lane against the Apaches.
We'll drop back and let up on the full court pressure for a bit.
Leah Seitz to Bergman. Bergman across to Bland. Bland from the outside misses everything, and the ball comes off to Rasika. Paige Rasika gives it to Carrie Zedike, who drives the length of the floor, misses a shot. Gives it over. Carrie has it in the corner. We're going to have another foul on 22. That's her third.
Bergman picks up,
Yep.
number 3. So we may not see her at all in the second quarter.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, she's setting down.
Yep.
Bailey's back in the game for her.
There's a common foul on the floor, so no free throws.
Sigmund back in for Perna. Nice pass into Rasika, misses the shot underneath. Rebound goes to 14 Apple, and the ball was knocked out of bounds, and Alyssa Seitz had control of it. It's now Hicksville ball. Leah Seitz bringing it up. Ball stolen by Carrie Zedike. Quick hands, quick feet. He's got it.
And in.
22 is the bucket. Paige Rasika. Leah Seitz. Cross court to Bland. Gives it out.
It'll be on number 3, Gold.
That's Hartz.
That'll be her first and only team foul number 2 for the Lady Apaches.
Sigmund got the ball inbounds, pass to Leah Seitz, and it was knocked away. Bland to inbound it. Sigmund. Bailey to the corner. Looks, gives it back up to Leah. Sights with it. Pass down low, intended for Bland. It's out of bounds. Fairview ball.
Just about ready to wrap up our opening quarter here. About 10 seconds left to go.
Carrie Zedike drives down low, gives the ball up to Apple for the bunny layup, and that's the end of the first quarter of play with the Fairview Apaches JV girls 16 and the Aces JV girls 2.
And while we've got some time here between quarters, we want to say a big thank you to our basketball broadcast underwriters, making our Lady Aces coverage possible here at the Red Zone tonight. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and of course the Jim Schmidt truck lot. The construction continues, the new dealership building underway. It's going to be awesome when it's finally done, and we're looking forward to being able to tell you a little bit more about it as the completion date nears on that. But in the meantime, just remember, if you're in the market for a vehicle, brand new, pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, stop by, check out the great selection they have on the lots because, yep, both dealerships are still open for business during the renovation. Or you can check out the entire dealer inventory online anytime at www.jimschmidtauto.com. We're so proud to have them and their continued support of our Aces sports broadcasts for the 2019-20 basketball season. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships here in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com.
So it will be Hicksville ball out of bounds to start the second period. Caitlin Zedike on the floor, number 2. Number 3 is Hartz. 14 is Apple. 13 is Allison Rhodes. And number 12, Molly McGuire for Fairview. For Hicksville, it's Bland, Bailey, Sigmund, Tori Perna, and Mazur.
The ball changed hands about 3 times down there.
Yes.
And Fairview finally came up with the steal.
Oh, nice move by Allison. I'm telling you, she is going to be a good one. She's got 8 points. Bailey driving. Couldn't get by Apple. Perna with it. Turns wrong direction and turned into a jump ball.
Possession arrow will take it to the Apaches. Yeah, you are not wrong about the quickness of this team, Jim. The Lady Aces, if they don't move the ball quickly, they find themselves in a double team almost right away.
Right. Yep, I noticed that the other night when Fairview was playing Archibald, that they were so quick that Archibald was kind of intimidated. There's a 2-pointer by Hart.
Yep.
20-2 Fairview. Bailey dribbling the ball, picks it up, gets it to Sigmund. Sigmund tries baseline. Shot is short. Perna's shot is
off the side of the backboard.
Side of the backboard, and it'll be Fairview ball. Bergman back into the game, and Leah Seitz back in the game for the Aces. And number 10, Michaela Mack, is in the game for Fairview.
And Bergman's going to have to really watch her P's and Q's. On the floor with 3 personal fouls.
And that's a fact.
And not yet halftime, And taken away from behind.
And she's going to get called for the push. Mazur with the personal.
That'll be her first and team foul number 5 for the Lady Aces.
Mackenzie Hart to inbound it. Hart's. There's a Z on the end of it. Allison dribbles, gets the ball up to McGuire. And out front to Hart's. Over to Allison.
Oh.
At 5'10", she's shooting 17, 18 footers. That tells you as she gets older, she will move from underneath out to the point.
Yep.
Because she can handle the ball. Nice pass. Missouri off the glass.
Nice touch from Reyna.
22-4. Allison, look at it. Left-hand turn shot.
Oh.
She got the 2-pointer. She has 12. Leah Seitz tries to go baseline, looking, trying to get out of there, and she's going to be tied up.
Like I said, that double team will close in on you.
Oh, we're going to have a foul on number 12. Hartz comes out of the game, and Paige Rasica is back in for Fairview.
Only the third team foul on the Lady Apaches. They'll reset and try the inbounds play one more time.
Pass underneath. Oh, she had another bunny shot. Bergman grabs the loose ball. Gives it up to Missouri. She misses the shot. And Rhodes pulls the rebound down. Quickly down floor, still dribbling the ball. Gives the ball up to Mack. Over to Zedike. This is Caitlin Zedike. I'm going to tell you right now, you won't see Carrie Zedike anymore in this game. Rhodes pass underneath, and Caitlin Zedike gets fouled from behind. Number 3, Seitz picks up the foul.
And with her height and a 20-point lead, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the big girl for the second half of this game. Even.
Yes, you're right.
Rhodes maybe hanging on to that varsity eligibility.
Yeah, you can't penalize her because she's good.
Nope.
And the second one is good by Caitlin Zedike. She's got 2.
26-4 with 2:22 to go in the half.
Bergman loses the ball, and we have loose ball. Sigmund went down on the floor after it. It's going to be a Hicksville ball. Bailey to inbound it. Gives it out to Leah Seitz. Ball inside to Bergman. Bergman trying to work on Rhodes, and Rhodes is going to foul her.
Which is what I think Lindsay was hoping she'd be able to do a little more often, but with 3 fouls, you really can't.
That's real difficult.
Yeah, you can't really challenge. Gets the first one. That'll be the second foul, by the way, on Rhodes, and team foul number 4 for the Lady Apaches.
And Bergman makes the second shot.
She's got both. I wonder how many free throws she shot with her older sisters.
Oh my God. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll bet you she shot as many as they did. Caitlin Zedike's shot from outside is no good. Rebound comes off to Leah Seitz, and we're going to have a timeout called by Hicksville.
So
yeah. Go ahead.
I was going to say with 1:43, they're going to take a full 1 minute timeout. So I'll let you continue your thought, Jim.
No, I was going to say that they work on shooting 10,000 free throws or 10,000 shots, and you know that they're going to work on free throws more than they're going to work on shots
the other
around.
type,
Yeah. So she probably had between the three of them and her brother, she probably shot 15,000 free throws.
I wouldn't be at all surprised.
And they have a beautiful place to play basketball, and concrete, and it's paid off.
Yep.
2 girls in college playing sports.
Yeah, they are both volleyball scholarships at Adrian College. Yep.
Yeah. The oldest one, she was on basketball and volleyball.
And Jackson, not only a great basketball player, but he started to come into his own playing football this year.
Yeah.
A 6'6" guy who can catch the ball down the field is something good to have on your team.
You're right. So the Aces have the ball on the floor. Leah Seitz drives to the hoop. Shot is too long, and it's loose on the floor. Sigmund grabs it and scrapping for it. We're going to have a jump ball.
Sigmund showing off her scrappy side a couple times tonight, going after the loose basketball.
Sigmund and Hartz tied it up. It'll be Hicksville ball. Bergman to inbound. Alyssa Seitz. Cross court, and Hartz intercepts it. Puts up a shot. It's too long. 2 Hicksville girls grabbing on the rebound. Up the floor comes Sigmund. She's looking and passes the ball, taken away by Hartz. Down the floor, Apple with it. Across court to Caitlin Zedike for the deuce.
Under a minute now before halftime.
28-6. Apaches leading. Bad pass made by the Aces. Number 10, Mack, coming back in the game for Caitlin Zedike. Mack gives it up to Apple in the corner to Hartz. Apple had shot, she blocked it by shooting into the backboard. Ball is passed around and getting down to number 22, Paige Rasica, where she puts it up off the glass. She's got 8 points. Whoa,
oh, there we go.
Wow, at the buzzer. A buzzer beater
For
that was
3.
good by Bailey. So at the end of the first half of play, it is Fairview 30 and Hicksville 9 in this freshman or JV game. We'll be back with the second half for you. We're back here with you in the red zone tonight. The Lady Aces JV team is entertaining the Fairview Apaches. At the score at the end of the first half of play, it's 30 for the Apaches and 9 for the Aces. Scoring-wise in the first half for the Aces, McKeegan Bailey had a three-pointer. For 3, Sydney Bland had a 2-pointer. Lindsey Bergman had 2 free throws, And Rihanna Mazur had 1 basket for 2 for the Aces, 9 points. For Fairview, Caitlin Zedike had a basket and 2 free throws for 4. Mackenzie Hartz had 2 baskets for 4. We had Paige Rasica had 4 baskets for 8 points. Zoe Apple had 1 bucket for 2. And Allison Rhodes leads the Apaches with 5 buckets and 2 free throws for 12 points for the Apaches, total of 30.
A lot of things to talk about in the Lady Aces halftime locker room, and I'm sure it boiled down to make good decisions, hang on to the ball, don't let yourself get trapped on the baseline or the sideline, and
make good passes. That's, the biggest thing. Make good, do fundamental things correctly. The scoring, that comes, as a bonus when you can do the fundamentals correctly. You score. But
they've got a hard road to hoe here.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
They are down 21, and it's not going to get any easier in the next 12 minutes. So,
well, it already got easier because number 4 is in the locker room. I guess she's on the end of the bench, but she won't be out there anymore. Fairview with the ball have Caitlin Zedike, gives it across the court under Rasica. They're moving it quickly around there, and Hart's drives, spins in the lane. Nice bounce pass to Allison Rhodes.
Great setup on that offensive series.
14 points for Rhodes. As I said before, she had 17 night before last against Archibald.
Bergman pulling up and not making contact with the basketball, so the Aces retain possession.
Leah Seitz with the pass to Bland inside to Bergman, and Bergman is going to be fouled by Rhodes.
That'll be 3 on her, I believe.
Yes, it is. Geez, they're even up now.
So now they could kind of be an interesting matchup here. Both girls with 3 fouls.
Bergman with the free throw. Oh, missed the second. 3 for 4. Caitlin Zedike quickly down the floor. Pass inside goes to Rasica. Paige Rasica with the easy bunny. 10 points for her. Ball is knocked away by Zedike. Now Aces keep it. Bland to inbound it. Gives it to Bergman. Lindsay. Back to Sydney. Across to Bland with the shot from the side. It's too long, and the rebound comes off to Apple. Apple loses control, stops with the ball, gets it across to Zedike. Paige Rasico with it. Back to Zedike. To Hartz. We're going to go into a little wheel. Inside, Zedike's shot goes up, and we're going to have a blocking foul. Uh-oh.
Ooh, that's number 4 on Lindsey Bergman.
Yes, it is. So even Steven is no more.
Oh, my.
And Miss Rhodes
That's
does
just
it
using
again.
your height to your advantage.
Look at her. She can handle the ball. There's a travel. Rebound off to Rasica. Sydney Bland with the rebound. Down low to Missouri, and Rasica fouls her.
should be a common foul. Yep, just on the reach in. Team foul number 2 for the Lady Apaches.
Ball's in. Bergman gives it up to Leah Seitz, and we have a travel. Jade Sigmund coming into the game for Bland. Alyssa Seitz coming in for Missouri. Paige Rasica to the basket. Gets the bucket and gets fouled. Number 4 with the personal.
That's her
It's
second.
Bailey.
Yep.
Rasica's free throw is good. She's got 13.
And we're going to have another timeout for the Aces.
At 3:29 remaining in the third period.
Yeah. Still going to make some adjustments. Do what they can. Only 1 point scored by the Lady Aces so far in this third quarter. And it was Bergman's free throw, so still not able to really put together much of an offensive push. So this is well, there's 2 more home games for the Lady Aces after tonight before they have a layoff till after the first of the year with home games. They'll be playing other games between then, including the Route 49 Classic. But here tonight, and then I think just a couple more next week, and we won't be back in the red zone with the Lady Aces until after the new year rolls around.
So Aces will inbound the ball. Bailey gets it in to Leah Seitz. Bergman out to Sigmund. Jade drives around, looking back. Ball across court to Bergman. She loses it, and it's picked up by Hartz. Down the floor to Caitlin Zedike, and she is blasted. But the bucket's good.
Yeah. She gets the friendly bounce, and we'll go back to the line. Another shot at a 3-point play here.
Seitz with the foul, Leah. Zedike's free throw is good. She's 3 for 3 at the line, and 2 baskets gives her 7 points. Tori Perna into the game. Mike Bergman could run the point in another couple of years too.
That may well turn out to be the case too.
Yeah.
So as young as
she moves well. Yep. Shot put up by Sigmund is blocked, and Rasica comes out with it. That's up on top, back inside. It goes to Rhodes.
That's just good fundamental basketball,
yes,
Jim. That's all there is to it. It's hard to overcome that.
Well, the passes are the secret. They don't bounce pass it anywhere. It's always to their hand side that's away from the defense. Maybe not always, but they intend it to be. Turnaround jumper by Rhodes. She's got 20. On the nose for Allison Rhodes. 46-10 is the score. Sigmund turns around, shot is short. Rosica with the rebound quickly to Caitlin Zedike, down to Hartz. She loses the ball, gets it back, gives it to Rhodes, and Rhodes gets another 2.
So I won't be surprised if Allison might be sitting down the fourth quarter just to
give her another. She can be playing.
Give her another
varsity.
give her another quarter of varsity eligibility if they need her then.
Yep.
And she really couldn't complain.
What a great pass.
Yep.
What a great pass. Caitlin Zedike passed clear across court through the lane to Rosica. It may sound like I'm biased to Fairview, but Jiminy, they are really good.
I mean, let's be honest, Jim. This junior varsity squad could hold their own with a lot of the varsity teams.
You're right.
That are playing in Northwest Ohio.
They could
at this point in the season, even. Yeah.
They could play with Continentals.
Yeah.
Yes. Here comes a girl, number 34. This is Ashley Sproul. Has not played basketball. Now watch her play. In fact, I guess she didn't want to play this year, and her parents kind of encouraged her to play.
There's a couple of Sprouts on the roster.
Yeah. Lindsay and Ashley.
Yeah. You know, my wife is a Fairview graduate, and the maid of honor at our wedding was a young lady whose last name was Sprout. So a full 1 minute timeout, and the Lady Aces will just have one timeout remaining for the balance of the game.
Miss Rhodes is out of the game.
So I'm not at all surprised. She can't be upset if she gets put on the bench with over 20 points to her credit. And
let's see. This is Ashley Sprouse, 5'7". She looks like she's tall. She's sticking up above everybody out there. So it's Hicksville ball out of bounds. Bland gets it into Leah Seitz. And she's across 10-second line to Tori Perna. Perna drives baseline, shot is up, no good. Rebound comes off to Hartz. Oh, Rosica turned her back on the ball.
Haven't seen that kind of mistake very often.
Not on these
on
guys.
Fairview's end here tonight.
Seen some great passes. That one pass that went from out here on the wing all the way through the lane. That was neat. Bland drives baseline, comes back up. Perna to Seitz. Seitz drives into the lane, puts up a runner. It's off the rim. Rebound by 12 is McGuire. Good shot, no good. And that's the end of the third quarter of play with the Fairview Apaches 52 and the Aces 10.
So once again, we're going to take a little time here before we get the fourth and final quarter underway to say a big thank you to our basketball broadcast underwriters, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Once again, for the 2019 and 20 basketball season, Jim Schmidt lending us their support and underwriting our coverage, making it possible for us to bring you both boys and girls basketball action here on Hicksville Community Television, varsity, junior varsity, freshman, and we're also hoping to get some of the junior high games on the air for you as well. And when the regular season wraps up, we'll be on the road with the tournament coverage, and we'll see how far the Lady Aces and the Aces go in postseason play. And all those road trips and all that other coverage, including being here for the Route 49 Classic after the Christmas holidays, is all made possible thanks to the generous support of the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships. We want to thank them so very much. We hope that you will do the same. Next time you see Jim, his lovely wife Carol, or any of his employees, make sure you let them know how much you appreciate being able to watch Aces basketball action on HIX-TV, because they're the ones that make it possible. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio, Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. So here we go, Jim, and you want to get through these 6 minutes and not get anybody hurt.
Yes.
and
yes.
And just play a good, solid game. Don't give up. But there's no real doubt about the outcome of this one.
No. So Aces have the ball. The Sights cross 10-second line. Pass down intended for Bland, and it's taken away by Hartz. Mack with the ball down low. And it'll be Fairview ball.
Ball's out of bounds with the basketball in hand. It turns it over.
Nice pass.
Oh.
Quick. 2 points for Zoa Apple. So she has 4 on the evening.
And we're going to have another timeout. 20 seconds into quarter number 4. And it'll be a 30-second timeout, and it'll be the last time the Aces will be able to stop the clock.
Yep.
Well, Jim, they say that, part of playing on the junior varsity is it's a learning experience, and it's sad to say, but sometimes one of the big lessons you got to learn is how to maintain your composure and hang in there when you're facing when you're outclassed, and when you're getting a thumping.
You're right.
And being able to keep together as a team and play smart regardless.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, you're right. The outclass thing is, not has anything to do with personal class. It has to do with athletic ability.
Yep. Because it's going to happen. I mean,
Perna pass inside to Sights, and she is fouled. 12 with the personal, Molly McGuire. Wasn't that a political group way back
that
when?
Was something about the Irish miners or something like that, or the Molly McGuires.
The Molly McGuires.
With coal mining over in England or Ireland or Wales or something like that. Yeah.
Somewhere. Sights missed the first one, second one is good. So the Aces scored in every quarter. Fairview handling the ball outside. Hartz drives to the bucket, too hard. Rebound comes off to Missouri. Shot from outside, in and out by Bland.
It was a good-looking shot.
Yep. Hart's shot inside. We got to travel. Oh,
well, they're gonna
call it a jump ball.
Sigmund will check back in for the Lady Aces. Mazur will sit down.
Shot put up, Bland with the foul.
That's only going to be the first foul committed by Hicksville in this second half. So they played a really good, clean. Oh, no, I'm looking at the wrong thing. That's team foul number 4. I was looking at timeouts. Holy smoke.
Yeah, they were going.
Misses the first one.
Got the second one to fall. Sights to Perna. Perna from outside. No good. Rebound to Mack. Mack crossed 10-second line to Hartz.
Looks like the Lady Apaches may slow things down a little bit.
Yep, pulled it out. Uh, 14.
It's going to be on
It's on
Fairview. Yep.
It's on Apple.
her first personal and team foul number 4 now for the Lady Apaches.
Ooh. Bad pass. Sproul comes up with it. Gives it to Hartz. Hartz to Zoe. Cross court. Hartz drives around Bland. Bounce pass underneath. It goes
up
to
and in.
Apple. Apple has 7. Sigmund from 15 is partially blocked.
Yeah.
Hartz. Sproul with it. You see Sproul get a shot. Mack with the ball to Sproul. Apple, baseline, brings it back out, knocked out of bounds. Holy smokes, here comes.
And comes number 2 and number 13 back into the game.
Zedike and Rhodes back in the game. Not being kind. Unless they're going into some ball control. McGuire, ball picked up by Seitz, up the floor. Steal by her. Across court goes to Alyssa Seitz, and she missed a short shot. Pass down low to Rhodes, and she is fouled. Bland with the foul.
It's her second and team foul number 5 for Hicksville.
Ooh. I like another thing about Rhodes. She's wearing knee protection.
Yeah.
Girls should really think about at least wearing a sleeve on their knees, just like Bailey's got for Hicksville. Oh, nice shot. Way to take it to it. Leah Seitz with a 2-pointer. A nice move.
2:13 left to go in the contest, and she'll go to the line.
Free throws good too. She's got 4 points. 58-14. Fairview leading. We got 2:06 remaining. Sproul with the runner, it's no good. Sigmund gives the ball up.
Still battling for it, yeah.
Back to Rhodes. Rhodes puts up a left-hander. A left-hander.
Wow. Nice.
Sigmund. Rhodes to Sproul. Bring it out to Zedike. To Mack. Caitlin Zedike in the lane.
It's going to be Hicksville's ball.
Yep.
This goes out of bounds.
Rasika back in the game for Rhodes.
Sigmund will have a seat, and Mazur will come back into the game for the Aces.
Steal by Zedike, and Rhodes is fouled. Going to shoot a pair. Or Mack, I'm sorry. Michaela Mack.
And looks like Perna might have picked that one up. That'll be her first, and team foul number 6. Crowd starting to file in for the varsity contest.
First one is no good.
Looks like we're going to have some musical entertainment in game 2 tonight, too, from the upper deck.
And Mack gets in the scoring column with a free throw. 61-16. Perna from outside.
Ooh.
Was not a bad looking shot. Ball down to Zedike.
Oh.
9 points for Caitlin. Leah Seitz. Bland picks up the loose ball and she is pushed. 12 gets the foul. McGuire.
Team foul number 5 on the Lady Apaches.
Still out of bounds.
Her 3rd personal.
Missouri with the ball. Perna across court to Bailey. Bailey working on Rasika. Back to Perna. Inside to Missouri. Nice. She gets another 4 points for her. Rasika to McGuire. McGuire misses everything. And that is the end of the ball game with the Fairview Apaches JVs winning 63-18 over the Lady Aces. 63-18. Scoring wise, we have 2 points for Jade Sigmund for Hicksville. Leah Seitz has 4 points. McKeegan Bailey has a tray for 3. Sydney Bland, 1 basket for 2. Lindsay Bergman, 3 free throws for 3. And Rihanna Missouri, 2 buckets for 4 for the Aces. 18 for Fairview. We have Caitlin Zedike with 3 baskets, 3 free throws for 9. Mackenzie Hartz had 2 buckets for 4. Michaela Mack, 1 free throw. Zoe Apple had 3 baskets and a free throw for 7. And Paige Rasika had 8 buckets and a free throw for 17. And Allison Rhodes led all scorers with 24 on the game for Fairview's total of 63. So, and the ball game was out of hand from the beginning.
So, and I got to tell you, Jim, I mean, I can't remember. I'm trying to think the last time I saw a junior varsity squad score almost 65 points in a game. I mean, when we were talking earlier, I said, you know, I think that the Lady Apaches JVs could hold their own against a lot of the varsity squads here in Northwest Ohio. So, and that's a JV squad, so we're going to have to fasten our seatbelts.
Yes.
Because the varsity game is going to be coming up next.
Yes, and they play an up tempo, and they press until they get the game under their control, and they just hustle. They hustle like crazy. They got 3 seniors, and that's it. And the rest of them are underclassmen that can really play.
So it's going to be a fun matchup for the varsity game, which is up next. And, of course, we'll be sticking around with coverage on that. You can check out the program guide to see when that's going to be here on Hicksville Community Television. But with that, we're going to wrap it up for the junior varsity game. And, again, a big thank you to the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships underwriting our coverage, and to the athletic department here at Hicksville in the Red Zone, making us feel very welcome as always. And to you for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed our coverage of the junior varsity game here tonight. So, Jim, we're going to wrap it up. Again, just a kind of a drubbing, but I guess a good learning experience. And boy, oh boy, it's going to make your ears prick up if you hear about anybody beating Fairview's JV squad.
Yes, yes.
From this point on out. And then I imagine it'll be the same if somebody knocks off the Lady Apaches here. We know how Archbold rolled over the Lady Aces in their home opener, and you were saying you watched Fairview play Archbold, and they took them right to the wall and beat them soundly. So.
Yep, it was a ball game.
All right.
Okay. So for the evening, it's the JV game has just been completed. It's 63-18. The Lady Apaches JVs defeated the Lady Aces. This is Jim Seiler along with Bill Murphy and our absentee cameraman sitting here, Mr. Warner. So we'd like to say good night, good sports.